of what do you call it? Of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. No, I don't know if this is the last episode or not, because it all depends when I'm getting my top seed, but I'll let you guys know going forward as good as I can. If you guys are joining in, want to catch more Tony Hawk, you can do so by hitting that like button, tweet it out, send a comment as good as you guys can. If there's anybody in the chat as well that has a Discord, you guys can hit that red support button. Guys are new or not new in the chat. Excuse me. If there's anybody in the chat that does have a Twitter and a Discord, you can do so by following me on Twitter. Send me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment. I'm also going to drop my loves link too real quick. You guys can let me know if there's anything you guys want to add as well. Wait a minute, did I already drop my loves link? Oh, I'm guessing I did. Well, we watch our videos in full, like them in full, share them, tweet it out, comment. And if you guys are also looking to vote for the idol, you can do so by voting Aladdin at 29, Gwyneth Summon at 13. Alright, okay, let's get a little more stuff started so far today. This is actually my second day off from work, and since the top seed's coming out tomorrow, but yeah, I don't know if I'm getting the top seed right away. I do know one of my peers is placing an order at Walmart of Walmart online at this point, so it may be a little while, guys, but it all depends. So I think, and I think you guys are getting Crash 4 tomorrow morning. It all depends, for over an hour and a half, an hour and 45 maybe, but I think we might be okay. Besides, there's really no rush in between it, as long as we get prepared. But how is everyone doing this morning? Hope you guys are well, staying safe, and staying in the moment. So last episode, we tried to get a little bit of signs out of the way too. So we were trying to figure out if we can see if we can actually get some of these signs out of the way too. You guys will also get IZN news as well. Since so far today is the 11th, and there's also been one day too since the two Xbox systems have already been out since yesterday with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I for one am not gonna get the one of two games right now, not until I get my top seed this week, hopefully. But if I hear anything, guys, of what I'm also getting away my PS4, I'll let you know what's going on in the chat. If you guys also want to drop your channel link as well, I did drop a couple of supporters so far this week. I mean, so far today, maybe just one or two. But I don't expect that to be a different responsible area that's behind it. So I think we should still be okay, since Zombie is going to be starting around 8 o'clock in another half hour today. And my sister Phoenix, she's also going to be going live around 9 o'clock during her med time. And there'll be 2 hours in between an hour each behind it, between Zombie and my sister Phoenix. So I don't expect that to be a problem at all, since I'm going to be able to, and I still drop my channel link every what do you call it, every pretty much 2.5, possibly 3 minutes. And when she told me that I was fine, I drop my link every couple minutes, so I'm like, there's really nothing wrong with any of that going on either. So I think we might be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in. Yeah, I don't want to actually send it on General this time, so I can, my sister Phoenix wanted to remind me not to send it on General on Discord, so I think we might be okay going forward so far today, and see how many of you guys come in the chat this morning. But yeah, I'm off till Saturday, since my ass is going to be up around 6 to 3 in the morning. So basically, I don't expect that to be a big concern, even though I'm going to be really damn tired real quick. That quick. But but it all depends, really. Okay, apparently human. I think I've actually got this guy, too. Yeah, I'm also with zombie as well, at this point, from a different perspective. But other than that, at least there's no secret in mind, for sure. What's up, sister? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. And yeah, I also been up since around 5:20, maybe 5:25 again today. If you guys also want to know my agenda, well, basically today I have a Zoom meeting. I actually have a Zoom meeting for the self-advocacy group this afternoon around 3 o'clock later on today, and I for one will be with my Subway family before then. So basically, we're gonna have a sit down with Steve. I think he's actually the manager for Project Stir, I think. The STIR stands for Step Towards Independence Responsibilities. And that's usually just a 4-letter word between the 7-letter on that. Like I said, I don't know when I'm getting my top C, but it's gonna be a little while, guys. As long as I get my copy, I can take my time. So that way I can continue to get more extra time with you guys. Hey! My buddy Leon Gray. How's it going, my man? Welcome to the chat this morning. Always it's great to not stay up late. Good morning to you. How are you this morning, Leon? Hopefully you didn't get bothered by my singing or anything. But for those of you that do not know Leon, the other old friend of mine is Leon Kennedy. Kinky Leon, which is actually a good old friend of mine on Twitter. So basically, he usually comes in the chat anytime he feels like it. Anytime if he's tired or something, or he wants to find some way to do something, may or may not be by hand. But you know, he's but yeah, Leon is from my sister Phoenix's group. Is that right, Leon? Since we cannot find some sort of a fifth bell, I may as well go to New York City. Haha, good morning, I'm good, how you doing? I'm pretty much tired, but usually I'm getting my #1 C this week, but apparently since oh wait a minute, I have to talk to you about something. You know how you were actually, you know how I was actually on Discord when we were talking a little bit about how I was going to get that PS5 this week, correct? I mean, based on the a little expertise, I don't know if Trevor's correct or not. I mean, I would think maybe he could be just fine, but basically he told me that if I did not pre-order the PS5, he told me I would maybe wait until New Year's, after Christmas time. I'm like, is Trevor correct, or what the hell is going on? You know, I mean, look, I mean, I didn't pre-order the top seed, since it's pretty much, I still got enough cash in the back right now, trust me. And, I mean, Leon, did you look at the messages between Trevor and I? I mean, my sister Phoenix doesn't know, she's not 100% sure. I mean, she told me it wouldn't hurt to try if I bought the #1 seed from GameStop or Walmart without a pre-order. I mean, I just think it's a little more plain and simple, but I believe if it comes down to it, I mean, I still ain't giving up without an extraordinary fight in between that. I mean, I'm not in a rush to get the top seed. I mean, if it takes a couple days, maybe almost a week, I should be just fine. So that way, I'll have this console a bit longer. And plus, my pudding, so yeah, I mean, do you agree with Trevor, or do you agree with me, Leon? I mean, Trevor thinks I would have to wait till the final day of this year. and nobody has to be out of their damn mind. I mean, most of us know how long it's gonna take, but let me ask you something. You guys can ask me in the chat. Well, first and foremost, Leon, do you have my love followed? Her name is Princess Leia, aka Jessica Clapp. Her and I have been together for 1,235 days. 1,235 days today. I mean, she was wanting me to come over last night, and basically it's been 1 week since we had no observation time or romance time together, despite the facts. But, you know, I mean, if it comes down to a little strange theory, I mean, my point is still getting this console. It's only just a little bit of matter of time when I'm getting my PS5. I mean, if one of my peers does make an order off of Walmart online, do you think it wouldn't take that long, or would it take just a couple of days? So, I mean, I for one really, I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if I'm thinking maybe Trevor may be telling the truth. Maybe not, but I also do trust the man too. So, I don't know if I can really have the responsibility, have no complaints on that. I mean, also my sister Phoenix is right too. I mean, I want to walk out the #1 seed and walk out the son of a bitch currently. I mean, would it take a little while? I mean, or would it take towards the end of this month? I mean, the pre-orders that I still have, what I still have is I still got $5 on Spider-Man for tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to get to that. I also have about $40 on Cyberpunk for PS4. Man, is there any way I can hold off on that pre-order? I mean, since it comes out tomorrow the same way the #1 seed comes out. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, that's the only damn problem that's to that establishment right now. I mean, at least the one, I don't know if it'll take that long or not. I mean, I would still have Spider-Man. I would still have Watch Dogs Legion. I would also still have a good monumental effort during the time being, you know? I probably will. I mean, nobody's in a rush. I mean, it's only for pre-orders. And I'm like, I already know what's going on with that, so... I'm getting my PS5 when Resident Evil 4 Remake starts coming out for PS5. I don't need it now. Nah, you're right about that. Yeah, I'm usually not in any hurry. I really am not. Hold on a second, I'm gonna see if I can put a like on one of these guys. Stay connected. But it all depends. I mean, look, I'm telling you. I mean, I'm still going to really have a shot. Hopefully by the end of this year, the end of this month, hopefully. But like you said, it's going to take some time. I'm okay with it. Even though it's not the end of the world, people can still get what they want, as much as anything else. I mean, I've had this console for a little over 6 years, as much as anything that's compiling to it. But, you know, besides, I didn't put these days off down for nothing, as much as anything else. Who else do I have not followed here? Did I get Seema? Wait a second. Yeah, double check Seema real quick. Oh, I don't? Hold on. I mean, do you think I will still have my Spider-Man pre-order? Anytime I can pay it off when I get my top seed? Or what do you think? Or what do you think is going to happen there? I mean, Cyberpunk doesn't come out to the 10th. But I did hear... I mean, I'll tell you something else. I think we also understand why... Cyberpunk is going to be delayed again. I mean, because, the game was supposed to come out in the month of September. And then it was supposed to come out in November... 19th this month. And that was really going to be next week. And that's, at least it's not a fucking lie. That's the only thing, too. I mean, look. I mean, the only reason why Cyberpunk is getting delayed again, despite of its damn rumors, is because they want to make this game formidable. They want to make sure that game gets more of a performance it needs. The game itself that it needs for great art, for the graphics, the gameplay itself, and I mean, I'm okay with it a little bit more, but here's the thing, I'm not letting go of Cyberpunk's pre-order. Absolutely not. I mean, if I were to let go of pre-order, it would not be any of the two. I'm telling you right now. I would not try to let go of any pre-order. Hold on a second. You actually are not getting Cyberpunk? Right. Any particular reason? I mean, I do know that, Keanu Reeves is gonna be in it. Which most of us can look at a sneak peek of his performance, but I mean, I only have $40, but here's the thing, I'm not getting but here's the thing, I'm not getting, the two Xbox systems. But yeah, Cyberpunk could be delayed to, going into next year. But whatever day it's coming out, I'm not letting that order go that quick. I mean, I don't think so. Because if it has less of anything else behind it, yeah, like I said, I probably will not let go of Cyberpunk yet. I mean, since it does come out, like I said, it does come out, besides, I don't think it's coming out anytime this year, as far as I know right now. But people just have to wait and see how much time they're willing to keep their own money on it, you know? I mean, if they want to make sure they want this game to be automatically good, is something that's a little more of an exercise. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this run. Leon says, yeah, I'm getting the games I'm interested in. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and draw my link again. Hold on. I'll read your comment in a second. Blue Lily. Tux is already one of ours. And buddy, Dead Side, hold on. Okay. Leon says, yeah, I'm interested in, like, I only like the Sony exclusive games. The Evil Within, Resident Evil, Rockstar games, yeah. That I really cannot complain for anybody else that's playing it. I mean, since it has a good expectation on it. I mean, I've played some of them in the past. That I can really recall, but the games that you said, Resident Evil, I can really relate to. I can really relate to Resident Evil because I still have 4, 5, and 6 on the PSN store. That I still do, but it's just that I haven't gone back to the compacted on that. Okay, 85th moderator, my buddy Leon Kennedy. Leon Gray. There you go, Leon. You're now my 85th moderator. From Zombies Group. The best there is, the best there was, and always the best there ever will be. So congratulations, my man. At this point in time. Alright, we're gonna get IZN News going in just a minute. So we can actually find out what we got going on today. And also, so far, later on today, there's also going to be a AAA meeting around 5:30 tonight on YouTube. Then I think they're going to go to Twitch and have a little party. And that would be the Fight Supremacy. The AAA meeting with, pretty much my 3 great friends that are always close to each other most of the time. And always like family. And that would be, like I said, my brother Gasly as a ghost, Drunko, the son of Drunksley, and also Sinatra Says. So yeah, it's going to be those 3. Depending if Phil Gilmore is going to be in. I mean, I haven't jumped in though. I mean, I jumped in on occasions. I mean, not as bad as it could be, but those 4 are real nice people. part of the AAA meeting. They actually do the Fright Power Hour every Saturday night, and they also do the after party after that too. But yeah, they also get some good news going too, like you guys do, like I normally do with IGN News. I'm gonna get that going in just a second. I don't like fighting games. I only play Final Fantasy VII Remake for Phoenix. I like that, but I'm not getting the others. So are you not getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla? I mean, I think I should wait. I mean, the thing about that game, I mean, I actually do like Assassin's Creed, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get the game right away. Like I said, I'm not gonna get a PS5 game until I get the #1 seed, so it's still gonna take some time. So we'll see how things go forward. But yeah, I did trade in Final Fantasy VII Remake not too long ago. Okay, you're not a fan of Watch Dogs, are you? I mean, I don't know if you are or not. I mean, Resident Evil's really good, too. Okay, wait a minute, there's another big name. What about God of War? Because there's also a big game that's coming out next year. And that would be... Not just that, but we also have Horizon 2 Forbidden West. We also have Horizon 2 Forbidden West. Now here's the thing about this one. Now, the thing about Horizon 2 is the graphics are going to be very slim. It's going to be very good. See how that game's going to interact. God of War Ragnarok should be impressive as well. So, are you getting God of War Ragnarok? Oh, wait a minute. Well, like I said, the big names are coming out for PS5 next year is the Lord of the Rings Gollum. That's really coming out next year, early next year with Hitman 3. Which I don't know if I'm going to get Hitman 3. I mean, I've hardly played the first two for PS2, but probably not. Horizon 2 should be pretty good too. And you also have the one and only Final Fantasy 16. Now Final Fantasy 16 is going to be very acknowledged too. The graphics going to be very good. Compared to what the other games that I said earlier. That's going to be very assuming, great entertainment with combat, maybe romance maybe. Yeah, I played God of War. I like all the Sony exclusives. Right. Godfall's gonna be good, as IGN's giving a review in progress for Godfall. Yeah, my ass is excited for that too. And I'm sorry, Leon, birds are not an instrument, especially if they don't have any gifts for eggs or bacon or something like that. And what's Trevor did mention something about bacon on Discord yesterday so far today, and before we got to the PS5 acknowledgement. Alright, okay, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter, share me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment. Leon, let me ask you a question before I go to IGN News. Do you happen to have a Twitter? If you don't, I know you pretty much have me on Discord, so I'm not too much fantasized. I mean, by the time you threw a stupid Pokeball, I was tired. I was pretty damn tired when he threw me a Pokeball. I'm like, I'm not a legendary Pokemon like Mewtwo, Articuno, Raikou, or Moltres. I mean, I was a little bit awake, but basically, I was just too damn tired and I was pooped when it comes to work, but I'm okay. As I said, anytime I get up early, I get pretty damn tired quick. But, I'm alright. But yeah, if you guys have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter. Share me out, tweet me out. It's DailyZachDawson. But other than that, if you guys also want to drop your channel links in the chat, so you can follow each other. What's up, Vanzo? What's up, Vanzo? How you doing? Well, my favorite Pokemon, I mean, it would have to be legendary. Ha ha ha. I'm obsessed with Pokemon now, so I was having fun. I used to play Pokemon when I was a kid, but I stopped playing Pokemon back when I used to play, when I was on my 3DS back then, so... I mean, I've been some of them. But yeah, fire's weak against ice, I mean water's weak against fire. If you guys also have a Discord, you can do so by following me on Discord. You guys can send me a friend request on Discord. You guys can say hello. See if there's anything you guys want to add. If it's anything about the PS5, dial me in. Anything about Final Fantasy, I can give you the good answers to it. Will we watch our videos in full, like them in full, share them, tweet about, comment. As good as you guys can in the chat. You guys can also vote for the idol. You can vote Atlanta 29, Gwyneth Summon at 13. But let me ask you guys a quick question. Which of the following two you think my Feats of Love and I can do for the idol? Do you guys think we should do Aladdin, A Whole New World at 29? Or do you guys think we should do Rewrite the Stars from The Greatest Showman? You guys can give me a reason why. And so that way you can give an easy question on it. So you guys let me know in the chat for it. Yeah, Charizard's a very good fire type. The evolved form of Charmeleon. But Lucario would be my most favorite Pokemon. It's not fire type, but I just love our Lucario. The other few that I did like was Giratina. I mean, it was Giratina. I mean, Dragonite was usually not bad of a favorite. Who else? Celebi is kind of like a flying legendary, but I've always thought Celebi was only a couple movie appearances on Pokemon, as far as I know. Alright guys, oh, Meowth? Yeah, Dragonite's not bad of a favorite either. I mean, anybody has their own damn favorite as long as they like what they see. Okay, okay guys, right now, 7 hours ago, Yakuza Like a Dragon has a beginner's guide. Oh, by the way, Leon, have you played Yakuza? Any one of the games of Yakuza yet? Or not really? I mean, I for one have not played it. But I do know the graphics between the first few games on Xbox One and PS4. I think it sounds good, but I'm not a big fan of it. You guys can also work in comfort and style with the best office chairs. So you guys can check that out. And speaking of check something out, I didn't check much on YouTube on wrestling, but as you guys heard, that we're getting another wrestling game for the PS5 next year. It's called AEW All Elite Wrestling. PS5. I think it's either or, Vanzo. I think it's either or. But yeah, it's called Yakuza Like a Dragon, and I think it's for PC. I mean, as far as I know, yeah. Yeah, I've never played Yakuza. I mean, I do know that said it's not bad of a franchise. Compared to what Sekiro did as a former Game of the Year, what God of War did. I mean, I didn't finish God of War for PS4 because my PS4 was really acting up with the disk drive, and that was the only damn problem. But yeah, we are getting an AEW game between PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. Well, one of my good coworkers at that's getting back to work at Walmart, that works at TLE, decided to go with the S version because, you know, apparently the X versions were actually out of stock, apparently. I mean, for those people that did pre-order, you guys could get your copy that quick. But yeah, it's called, yeah, AEW is going to have General Manager mode, and a couple of other things too. And yeah, General Manager mode used to be in and WWE games in the past. But Leon, are you also a fan of wrestling or not exactly? So yeah, this season, Catchum is catching old and strong Pokemon. He's not catching any new Pokemon because this is probably Ash's last season. Now speaking of Pokemon, I remember watching Pokemon when I was a kid. But the thing about that, guys, the first time, here's the thing, the first time I watched Pokemon, it was back when I was a kid. It was back when, I used to watch Pokemon Indigo Plateau region. They usually came out with, I think, 3 or 4 seasons. Yes, yeah, Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield is actually the new one. Which Pokemon's been around for over 20 years. Pretty much 20 years, maybe 19 years. But Vanzo and Leon, have you guys seen the movies? I mean, I have some good favorites. I really do have some good favorites back there. I really do. But the thing about Pokemon's been around for a long time. People love what they see about involving the series. Well, Ash Ketchum started his career back when he actually had his very first Pokemon, and that, of course, guys, was one of my favorite movies. Well, I have heard. Well, basically, from what I've heard, I think what I heard from my brother Mark. My brother Prince Mark, accompanied by Commander Spark, he told me, apparently he told me that the fact about Pokemon is they're gonna start making Pokemon movies because Pokemon's almost getting into the older age of the franchise. So they only made them, so far they've been keeping count about maybe 18, 19. Oh, my favorite movies? Oh yeah, I'm more of a, well, for me as King, well, as reigning King, I'm usually into romance movies, romance, action, comedy movies. Like for example, I used to play Pokemon cards when I was a kid, but I pretty much just got stopped playing. I pretty much got done playing Pokemon cards. I retired from them, decided not to go back to them. The very first Pokemon game I did play from a console was for the Nintendo Game Boy. I think it was also, yeah, the game was also an 8-bit opportunity. And, the game, you guys have heard of a game called Pokemon Traded Card Game, correct? That game was also out for the first time. I remember playing it, and I gotta tell you, the graphics were not bad. It's just that the newest Pokemon could not be added as long as you had a good emulator for it. But yeah, but if you guys want to talk about Pokemon movies for a minute, my favorite ones that I did enjoy, actually, for me, that's a tough one. For me, honestly, hold on guys, for me, honestly, I would have to go Mewtwo Strikes Back, Mewtwo Returns, Pokemon Forever, and there's also one more Pokemon movie one other movie I was thinking too, and that would be Pokemon The Rise of Darkrai. No, Darkrai is not bad. We also have our very first look at the AEW console wrestling game. And yes guys, like I said, this game is coming out for PS5. With Lucario in it. What about you, Vanzo? What did you guys think of Pokemon 3 the movie with Entei? The fiery battle between that Unknown, but so you're actually surrounded by a little bit of barriers, fears and beliefs on it. The Rise of Entei was not bad. The Rise of Darkrai, the movie itself was not bad. Deoxys, no, the movie Deoxys, I've always thought Deoxys was not bad. But if I were to name my top favorite, you guys could tell me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna go Mewtwo Returns, because that movie's a tearjerker, and also the same with Mewtwo Strikes Back. I mean, I've seen Pokemon plenty of times, ever since I stopped watching it since I was a kid. You know, Pokemon has always been dearly beloved to our hearts, as always. Between the music score behind that, you know, I just think they pretty much did a damn good job. But there's one with Harper in it, and that movie, every single Resident Evil Pokemon appeared and fought with each other. Right. But the thing about with Giovanni, too, I mean, Giovanni was an evil badass at this point. Trying to control Mewtwo in the front of the walls in the very first two Pokemon movies. It's just that he actually got him hypnotized, got him mind controlled. I mean, did you guys see the first two Pokemon movies? Or not really? I mean, I can really get my ass way back if I had the chance to. Because I can buy those movies back in the future. If I have or I have not, come back to it. Zensect, never heard of him. We also have, Naomi Osaka plays the PS5 for the first time, as he plays the gameplay of the new, Resident Evil Village. Now that game is coming out next year, too. I probably will not get that yet, if I ever get to a good conclusion on him. But it all depends. It's also the first 16 minutes of PC gameplay. And I still think this game is a real good RPG. And that would be Godfall. Now, Godfall is coming up next year, too. I mean, I want to get Godfall as well. But there's also another good secret game as compared to Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16, God of War Ragnarok, and Horizon 2. And that game is, there's one other one that's going between. I'm not sure if you guys know this next game. I think it was Resident Evil 8. But as far as the other two games go, for example, like say Elder Scrolls 6 and Skyfall, those two games, I don't think those two games are coming out yet for PS5. And also for Xbox Series X and S. I mean, I haven't heard that much information, but I do know we're getting Project Nexus for Xbox. That I would maybe want out for sure, but like I said, I'm not an Xbox fan. What about you, Leon? But what's more of an entry to you, Vanzo? Any good one? I mean, racing games are okay. And there's also another game that's out too, since the past couple weeks, and that is a game that my pun's getting after I give it this PS4, excuse me. And that is Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid Saga continues. Now that game is out for the two Xbox systems and the PS4. I mean, I for one am not going to buy it because my mind is going to be blown away with RPGs. And also a little more sports immortality. That's a little bit more occasionally with commentary. Yeah, racing games, yeah. Like say racing games, for example, would be Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot is one. Sonic Racing, I don't know if I've played Sonic Racing in the past. But I do know I've played Nitro Kart. Have any of you in the chat played Nitro Kart? Crash Bandicoot Nitro Kart? That game's out for PS2. I think that's out for PS2. Hold on, I'm gonna draw my Love's link again. If you guys want to follow her, she wants to get up to 200 by the end of this year. So let me get the set going. 1, 2, 3. Get her. Get her, guys. Now, speaking of phone, I have a main secret. I have a real damn secret. But I'm not gonna even really say anything. If it comes to an emulator and whatnot. So, I mean, do you guys watch the show? I mean, do you guys watch Cobra Kai? I mean, my little sister Sam actually watches it, I think. But apparently, she's more of a Cobra Kai, saying no sensei, no mercy. And the three most important words between the rulings is everybody always knows. Between karate. It's strike first, strike hard, no mercy. But I'm more of a Miyagi-Do person. That's what I really am. I mean, the first time I did watch Cobra Kai, it was when I started YouTube Premium, the first time. I mean, it was so overwhelming. I don't know if Cobra Kai was actually the sequel to Karate Kid, but, you know, Call of Duty I used to. I mean, there was one previous game I did play at this point. It was actually, the other Call of Duty game that is combined to it is Call of Duty Warzone. Now, my buddy Murder Gaming, he actually got my ass started. Since, I started it, I think, by the end of last year, and I pretty much just stopped playing it afterwards, because I don't want to just have the rest of the fun getting back into it. But I'm gonna be blown away when I get Final Fantasy 16 next year. You guys know I really am. Forza and Need for Speed. I played two of them. I mean, I played some of them, but I only played two of those two games, and that would be Need for Speed Carbon, Payback. I don't know. Carbon probably, actually Carbon, yeah. I mean, I played some of that in the past, but I've always thought it was okay. Okay, Leon and Venzo, did you follow my pudding? Drop your links in the chat, please. If you guys can, from Zombies group. Take your time, Leon. Yeah, Warzone is good. But I just think there's a little bit of something missing. There's a little something missing to that mixer. Well, let me get back to IGN News for a minute. We also have, there's also the first 10 minutes of Sackboy: A Big Adventure on PS5. And that usually sort of game is actually 4KP. Pretty much 4K with 4,000 on it. So you guys can check out the 4K style high def to it. I, for one, am not getting Sackboy because, you know, I haven't played it. I mean, I do know Sackboy was in Little Big Planet. And let's have any of you in the chat played Little Big Planet? I mean, I, for one, have not. We also have the first 22 minutes of Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, that game I still have $5 on at GameStop. But as long as they hold my order, as soon as I get my top seed, I'm gonna be good to go. Trust me. Godfall Godfall has review in progress. I also really want to check up on that. What time is on your place? Here it's 9:15. My time is 8:13 in the morning. Remember, I was off yesterday, off tomorrow, off Friday. My ass is gonna be pretty damn tired. Yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales saw a 9 out of 10. But the thing about Spider-Man is, I used to play one Spider-Man game. I mean, I used to play a few. But, Vanzo, let me ask you a good question upon this. Have you played any of the older Spider-Man games? Like, say, Spider-Man 2, 3, Spider-Man for PS4. I mean, I used to play Spider-Man for PS4. I really thought that game was going to win Game of the Year, but there was one game that stood tall. What was that one game? Crap. There was that one game that did win Game of the Year. It was that one game that really took its damn toll off the bat. It was, I think it was God of War. I think God of War got Game of the Year. Wait a minute, God of War got Game of the Year because of its good fan base. So yeah, that won back in 2017, 2018. And that game has been really good. Yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales is good, from what I've heard. I play on my uncle's PS4. Oh, nice. So how long have you had your uncle's PS4 for? I mean, I've had this for a little over 6 years. But as soon as my partner gets a damn job, she's gonna be getting this console from me. She's gonna be paying me not $350, but $390. Because I'm thinking about giving her my copy of Crash 4. I mean, I think it's not bad of a plan, but it all depends. I play NBA, Street Fighter, and Uncharted Kingdom. Uncharted, yeah, I did play Uncharted in the past. But Uncharted is actually another good franchise too. I remember playing a few games for Uncharted, but I didn't beat any of them. But the only two games that I did play, that I did roughly play a whole lot, was Uncharted 4. The title of Uncharted 4 was A Thief's End. Now, A Thief's End was pretty good for PS4 nowadays in the past. What else? And the game that didn't seem too bad. I mean, the other Uncharted game that wasn't too bad was Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Now, that game was okay. Do I used to play Tomb Raider? Yes, I used to play Tomb Raider. There was one Tomb Raider game I do have. I probably won't get to that set and pretty much continue it, and that would be Rise of Tomb Raider for PS4. I mean, Tomb Raider's not bad. Street Fighter, okay, Street Fighter, I used to play one of two games on Street Fighter, a long time ago. I mean, there was one 8-bit game that was actually a good Street Fighter game. It was, I don't know if it was actually Street Fighter 2. I mean, I didn't play the very first one, but I used to play one of two. But there's also another fighting game that's compared to that too, buddy. And that would be Tekken. Tekken 6, Tekken 7. I used to have one of those two copies back when I used to have a PSP. But, you know, the thing about fighting games is the fact that they try to get some good stuff going. You know, I mean, fighting games don't end up dying forever, you know. With that being said, and also Final Fantasy as well. I was born a Final Fantasy person, and I'm staying as an RPG person for a long time. Because I've been an RPG person since I was a kid. Yeah, Tekken was not bad. But, yeah, back to Uncharted, buddy. But Benzo, you did, by the way, did you hear I beat The Last of Us 2 weeks ago? I pretty much beat the game after 27 episodes. I mean, I was almost gonna really cry. But, I mean, the thing about that game is quite a little more fortunate. Hold on a second, I've got a message, hold up. Wait, hold up. Well, yeah, Tekken was not bad. I mean, I've only had the PSP for like... I beat the shit out of The Last of Us 2 a couple weeks ago. But you won't believe how long it took for that finale, buddy. You're gonna be a little bit shocked. It took about almost 2.5 hours to beat the son of a bitch, for sure. But I actually stopped it after 2 hours and 27 minutes. Because with that being no cause of any distress, I mean, I really just wanted the game to be done. So I can trade that game, so I can trade that in, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, I didn't have to trade in Final Fantasy VII. I could have really gone back to it. Well, let me ask you another question, Vanzo. I don't know if Leon would know this, but let me ask you a good question. Do you think... I mean, this is a tough question you can think about for a minute. Do you think that The Last of Us 2 is going to win Game of the Year by December 10th? I mean, if I'm thinking who I want to win, I'm gonna go Ghost of Tsushima. If I'm thinking who I think is going to win of its booking, it's gonna be The Last of Us 2, because with Zoe's death, apparently, at this point in time, I don't think that game's going to win. I don't think that game is going to win because of its... any reason why, Vanzo? Can you put a little more input to it? I mean, Queen of Darkness, my girl Queen of Darkness then mentioned something about it. She said that the reason why The Last of Us 2 is not winning... She said the reason why the game is not winning is because... It's because of Zoe's death, apparently. Because Zoe got killed by Abby. Which Abby and Ellie had some good history. I mean, they had some good brawls. They actually had some good fighting between the other thing for sure. But I don't know. I mean, The Last of Us 2 was really good. Like I said, I beat that game after 27 episodes. It was every 3 to 4 days a week, I'm telling you. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would think that game's going to win. I would think probably not. But, it all depends. I mean, I don't know for sure. But the only way any game's going to win, Game of the Year, is if a game has a big opportunity, has good graphics, good fan base, the way it should be. Not make any numerous mistakes. I don't know. I mean, as much as I would think The Last of Us 2 is going to win, I think the Tsushima may still have a big opportunity right now. I really think so. I mean, I think so because it's one of two. I'm gonna go ahead and put another numerous comment here. Hold on. But I don't know. But Vanzo, I don't know, to be honest. But let me ask you this: what do you honestly think is going to happen here? To be honest, I don't know. I mean, there's a good set of games that could maybe win. You've got Ghost of Tsushima, inspired by Assassin's Creed, which I like Assassin's Creed. You've got Animal Crossing. No, Animal Crossing is definitely not going to win. That's it. It's not going to win. So yeah, that game is not going to win because I'm not a big fan of Animal Crossing. I mean, Harvest Moon is good. It's not bad of a franchise. Since the first time it came out for PS1. I mean, I don't play Harvest Moon, but I do know it's not bad of a franchise in between. Because they made about either 3 or 4 games. Back when they actually switched from that game to Nintendo. Yeah, I don't see Animal Crossing winning. I've said it earlier, I'll say it again. You know, as much as Animal Crossing New Horizons is, I mean, the graphics do look good for the Switch that I have, but Fall Guys probably not. I mean, the graphics for Fall Guys, I've seen Golf City play it. I've seen Brother Gasly, Drunko, Sinatra, and Phil, and I think an Enzo play it. But for me, no. Fortnite can get its ass away from my face. Fortnite can get away from me. I'm not a big Fortnite fan. So I, for one, am not gonna really get that either. The only games that I'm buying going into next year, is Final Fantasy 16, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon 2, and maybe Resident Evil 8 villains. I mean, I haven't kept up with Resident Evil quite that much, but I do know what Resident Evil can bring upon it. Among Us, somebody asked me in the chat. Here's the thing, Venzo. Somebody did ask me if Fortnite? Hell no, that's not gonna win. I mean, I don't think Fortnite's going to win at all, because I think Fortnite is pretty much one of the worst games. I mean, people continue to like it or don't like it. I mean, I don't like Fortnite. I mean, Minecraft has been really good too, upon the situation. But for me, I'm not gonna even try to have an interest in it, to be honest. We also have some important news that Xbox Series X can make ping pong balls float. Huh. Now, ping pong has been around since the 1960s, 1970s. What, for next year, Vanzo? For next year? Trust me, I think if one of those two games has a chance to win. But not only Resident Evil and God of War. You know what would be another good opportunity? Final Fantasy 16. That game's gonna do very good next year. And I'm gonna be honored to play it with a good honor. With a good helping hand and a good honor. When I get my top seed before the end of this month. So it all depends, really. I mean, like I said, the only two games that are going to be in the settlement is Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Watch Dogs Legion, maybe Crash 4, but my opponent does not want me to trade in Crash 4. See, that's the thing, I mean, my opponent and, what do you call it? My opponent and my little sister Sam from Zombie's group, they don't think I should trade in Crash 4. Yeah, ping pong, yeah. That's actually what this article says. I'll get to that in a second. You guys can send me your comments on IGN News. Yeah. By going in to, you guys can log on to IGN.com/articles for more details of what you guys think has a good interest. And what you guys think. Okay, I'm gonna read this article in a second. Hold on. Hold up. But all of a sudden, guys, there's only one team that will not play ping pong. And all of a sudden, it would be the People's Republic of China! Rah ha ha ha. You see, guys, anytime I say People's Republic of China, I start doing a little bit of shouting on that. And I do the evil laugh. Rah ha ha ha. That's another establishment too. Okay, guys, according to those scribbles, in a major blow in the console wars between the two systems, it has been discovered that the air from the Xbox Series X's for the Xbox console, that the top vent can apparently be used to make a ping pong ball float. Now, why would that be a sarcastic question? That's the only thing. Now the thing about how ping pong is going to float between that system is the fact that it was sewn off by Snowflake's Milk Honey. I don't know if he's actually a YouTuber. That's something. I mean, I never knew that. I mean, there's only one way people can play ping pong. You have a mini tennis court. You have two paddles. All you need is two people. All you need is two damn people that know how to play some good skill. But if it's that or table tennis. Yeah, this user actually did something on Reddit for it. He said the console's large heatsink I would assume, can simply keep a ping pong ball start floating quite a bit. As it can actually have something worth a float at this point. I mean, let me ask you some, Benzo, have you seen a ping pong ball float between any console or not exactly? I mean, for me, no. No, I haven't. I mean, I do know what ping pong balls are. they're pretty much not bad of a sport. But here's the thing. The thing about ping pong is the first time ping pong got released, it was for the PS1. For PS1, it also became a demo. It used to be a good playable demo back then, but yeah, ping pong was not bad of an entertainment schedule for it. I mean, there's also one other game that's compared to, and that would be a game called Legend of Dragoon. Now that game is not bad. Welcome back, Vanzo. What happened? By the way, guys, if you guys follow my pun in the chat, if you guys can drop your links in the chat, please, that'd be great. You guys can follow me on Twitter and check me out on Discord. Okay, let me get back to this real quick. And presumably, guys, the most powerful of the game, the higher it floats. And suddenly, guys, I want this to become a part of our new performance review series, as if the standard were to test it. Now, the discovery behind that, guys, the discovery behind it is that it immediately led the internet to demand that Xbox include a ping pong ball with every Xbox Series X, and preferably a green one with an X painted on it. Now, if you guys want to know why it can really float in between it, it's because it's an example of Bernoulli's principle. The faster air moves, the lower its pressure. And it's also the meaning of high pressure air that keeps the ping pong ball within the column of low pressure air. As the ball stays stationary at the force of gravity and the force of the air is the same level. Science. Now, if I did get a copy of that, my ass would not be playing anything. Go watch the Xbox Frizz video. Well, apparently Snoop Dogg actually got an Xbox Series X Frizz. He actually did get a Frizz container on his birthday. I mean, is he hear about that, Vanzo? I mean, I read an article about it this, I think before the start of this month. Well, actually, before the end of October. That Snoop Dogg had a birthday, I think, a couple weeks ago, and had, yeah, Snoop Dogg, yep, Snoop Doggy Dogg, my man. Not HBK Sizzle, but yeah, Snoop Dogg actually got a Xbox Frizz for his birthday. For his happy birthday gift at this point. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna tell you, he's a great man. He's a great rapper. But I'm not into rap anymore. But I do give a lot of credit to Snoop Dogg, though. I'm more of a top active rock person. I'm more of an 80s, 90s person. I'm always funny, respectful, nice to look up to, and everybody that's in here from Zombie's group or with my sister Phoenix, everybody's part of the family now. Like, you're always part of our family, Benzo. Since I haven't seen you in the chat for a while. But you guys understand, I still got this. I still got that top seed in hand. But it's only going to be for people that did pre-order the #1 seed. This is why the PS5 is the top seed. You know, everybody's part of the family now. I'm always with my sister Phoenix, but the thing about that, she's going to be starting around 9 o'clock, so I'm going to be dropping my link every 3 minutes. But yeah, but here's the thing. How can an Xbox system start floating a ping pong ball with its air vent? I mean, I don't think it's ever happened. At all. I mean, if I were to do that, it all depends. All Elite Wrestling announced its new console game with WWF No Mercy director on board. But yeah, Vanzo, did you hear about that? Yeah, this is a long article. But yeah, the 3 games that are included between the 3 of them is AEW, the video game. You also have, AEW video game, We have General Manager mode, and here's the exciting thing too. The other exciting thing too, guys, is also the AEW Double or Nothing. Kind of like a casino pay-per-view, which it usually happens before the end of May. One of the final days of May, as far as I know for sure. I don't know if I want to get AEW. That's the only thing too. I mean, it all depends. I mean, do you guys think I should take it, or just focus on Final Fantasy? I mean, on RPGs. I mean, I just think it's pretty much one of the top purposes right now. I mean, I'm not gonna get another PS5 game yet. Not until I get my top seed, and depending how long I can have my Spider-Man pre-order for. That's the problem. I mean, GameStop may still hold my copy, as long as I get my top seed. So I don't know, it all depends. And yes, guys, Spider-Man does have a remastered version, so you guys can check that out. As anytime you played Spider-Man for PS4, your save file will be transferred. So that's actually another good thing. But most of us can do so much better than this as well. Which is really not much complex either. I don't gamble. My ass doesn't gamble either. Because my love would kill me. But if I had a lot more money, that'd be great. About this virus. Besides the stupid coronavirus has been going on for way too long. Got new Avengers? No. I'm not playing that. I mean, the graphics do look, they don't look that bad, but for me, no. I mean, I've heard the game itself didn't do so good. I've heard Avengers didn't do very good at all. It's not a 6 out of 10, buddy. I mean, why would I get Avengers? That's the problem. I mean, I will watch the movies. Here's the thing, guys. I will watch the movies, but not the game. I wouldn't play the game at all. So, is there any more news, or are we good to go for tonight? Exactly. Yeah, the game is not entertaining. I mean, people think it may be entertaining, but not for the king. Not for the reigning king, it's not. I mean, for me, no, it's not. I mean, if I were to play just one game of Avengers, I would trade that set in a heartbeat already. But I'm not getting that set for PS5 either. Besides, as soon as I let this system go real soon, my opponent's getting my PS4 very soon. And she's going to have Crash 4 along with it, too. Not to be seen or less stressful or anything, you know? I've enjoyed some great games that I've enjoyed throughout the last 6 years. That I really did. Even though I'm not getting the top seed tomorrow, I'm going to actually get it off of, one of my parents is going to get it off of Walmart online. See if they still have it intact, but one of my parents is going to do the best they can. I mean, that's all you can do. With God's help, that's Christianity. That's all you can do. As long as you put your mind to it. Isn't that right, Vanzo? No matter what happens, as long as we put our mind to it together. Like a family. No jailbirds or anything either. But I will still get my top seed though. You guys are still gonna get what you want. My opponent's gonna get what she wants. She's gonna give me a lot of money for this PS4. But yeah, when I was talking with Trevor earlier this week, and with my sis Phoenix on Discord earlier today, I'm like, if they're only taking pre-orders, maybe I would have said something. Maybe would have had my ass say something. But I actually didn't. Okay, one last article. Sony says the transition for PS4 to PS5 is expected to take 3 years. Okay, 3 years, huh? I don't think it's not so bad. I'll read this article, last article for this morning in a second. Yes, guys, people can play PS4 games on, as long as they transfer the data. Transfer that to the top seed. As long as you have your PS5, you'll play PS4 games along with it. Besides, PS4 games are only compatible. Thank you for stopping by tonight, Vanzo. Keep up good work, and I'll see you tonight, hopefully. Hopefully your ass is not going to be, tired. Well, I'm going to take a break and go to bed. Okay, buddy. Have a good night, buddy. Keep up good work, and I'll see you soon. But I don't know, guys. I mean, it all depends. I mean, Spider-Man's still going to take that first spot. Still going to reach that spot, since I'm not getting the top seed right away. It'll be soon. As long as they keep a little more stuff intact, I'll have a shot. But no matter what happens, the PS5 will not set out the king. I've done it before over a little over 6 years, and I'm still gonna walk out, son of a bitch, currently. Not violently, but you guys know what I can do. I bust ass every 2 weeks at Walmart. I love what I do, and I don't waste any damn time. I keep going. If 2 people don't want to show up for work, more work for me, even though I'm pretty tired at any point. You know, people are desired to get what they want. And you guys understand what I want. It's gonna be very soon. But if I get that top seed before the end of this month, I can concentrate on doing what I need to do. You know? And doing absolutely nothing, oh, definitely not. Trust me. I brought this console into this world, and it's time to see what we can actually do. Okay, real quick. According to Jordan Ollerman, a Sony executive has said that the full generational transition from the PS4 to the PS5 would take about 3 years. Now, speaking with A.V. Watts, aka Google Translate, that Sony's SVP of Global Product Strategy, Hideki Nashino, insisted that forward compatibility is important, and that we'll be seeing cross-gen console content, that it will take a few years yet between PS4 and PS5 with the support. Now Nishino went on to state, and I quote, "The current interpretation is that the transition from the PS4 to the PS5 will take about not 2, but 3 years." Let me go ahead and do this level again. Now we have more than 1 million PS4 customers that were actually asking not much questions about it. And but I still think it's a little more interesting that most of us can play PS4 games on the PS5, you know, and it is the #1 seed, you know, and I think from this guy's point being, I think it's a little more understandable. I really think so too. I mean, even though PS1, PS2, and PS3 are not compatible, people don't have to worry about it. As long as they're playing PS4 investments on the PSN store, get whatever they can really get their hands on. You know, that's the important fact. But, you know, but it is sadly to think that people cannot play the other 3 PlayStation games off the traditional set on it. You know, but yeah, the PS4 games are the only ones that are a little more strong compatible. But those two consoles are no bad examination or something. But Leon, are you still in the chat, buddy? What are you doing? Hopefully Chris Archer, hopefully Stuart Mallory Archer's not watching anything. He said, "Hello, my name is Archer. I'm the son of Sterling Industries. And I do not like Lana. I only love my mother as a son to a mom, to a mother." That's also usually a little bit of a voice of Artser from Artser. I'm sorry, we don't have much burgers, as long as you want to pay up a little bit more. Now that is the voice of Bob from Bob's Burgers. Played by John H. Benjamin. And of course, guys, it says here that this is actually great news if you're sticking with the PS4 for the time being, as it means Sony is committed to supporting both generations of consoles for the time being. And it complements the comments from SIE CEO Jim Ryan, who recently did say that it was crucial to keep serving PS4 owners after the coronavirus showed how active that the huge audience remains. We're gonna do one more run, then we'll stop afterwards. But other than that, guys, I think it's gonna be entertaining. Gonna be a little more interesting because it comes out tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not gonna get mine right away, but as soon as my parents get it going, I'll be ready to go. Besides, taking a couple days, maybe 3 or 4 days would be fine. Besides, I still have a lot of good money back there. That's why I'm taking my time. As long as I beat two games out of 5, I can replace the 2 with something else that I have not even played yet. But it's all good, you know? Everybody has their own opinion together. As long as they actually try to work something out. If we can actually get that 6 goal, we'll be happy. Go up here. But if I do go live tonight, guys, if you guys see me tonight, you guys will have an hour and 45 on Watch Dogs Legion. So we can actually increase that watch time. I mean, my watch time has been a little under siege. I mean, it's been doing very well. The more time I bring in, the more we grow and keep everything together. Once you guys understand, I still got the #1 seed for the win, hopefully. But I am not giving up about a fight. My parents, my family knows I'm not. You guys understand I'm not. I've come this far. I'm ready to get that stuff done soon. If it comes out tomorrow, I'm not in any hurry. But I've done so much better than this. Get another one here. As far as Mario games go, none of them is going to the PS5. It's only for Nintendo. So, no. I'm gonna wrap things up in just a second. Hold on. Can we get another good enough grind? Come on, come on, come on! Oh, come on. 127,000. Holy cow. But I think we should be okay. Alrighty guys, I think I'm gonna wrap things up here today, this morning. So I want to really double check real quick. I mean, baseball got 18 views, 3 likes, that's okay. And ways didn't really get any less conspiracy, because Tony Hawk's been having good popularity. Hold on a second here, I want to double check real quick. But alrighty guys, that's gonna be a wrap for me. You guys can see yourselves news. You guys should expect me back tonight around either 6 or 6:30, so I can do an hour and 45 on Watch Dogs Legion. But if you guys have not seen the last of Tony Hawk, and if you want to catch the rest of Tony Hawk before I get the PS5 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, hopefully, before the new format comes in, hit that red support button, hit that like button. You guys are new or not new in the chat. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, share me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment, as good as you guys can. If you guys also want to follow my pudding, you can do so by doing the same thing as always, keeping the same experiment, same time. You guys can also say hi on Discord. You guys can tell me you guys said hello. See if there's anything you guys want to add. But we watched our videos in full. Like them in full. Oh, by the way, guys, happy Veterans Day of the United States of America. So congratulations on that for the gift. And more importantly, guys, we never ask for support back. If you guys also want to vote for the idol, you can vote Aladdin at 29 for next year, or the Greatest Showman at 13 by 16. As Aladdin is at 29 between the Carson. You guys let me know if there's anything you guys want to add going into an hour and 45 tonight for Watch Dogs Legion. So you guys are getting a new episode of that tonight, and then tomorrow morning you guys are getting an hour and a half on Crash 4. And then Watch Dogs Legion on Thursday night, I would assume. I have to see. Well, here's the thing, like I said, I'm off till Saturday, which I go back 6 to 3. But alright guys, I'm gonna wrap things up for this morning. At least we talked about some good Pokemon in here today. It's actually good. I want to say thank you, Vanzo, for coming in. Keep up the good work. Have a good night for you. Thank you, Leon. Appreciate that. For all you guys coming in. And also thank you, little sis Sam, for coming in. I love you, girl. Keep up the good work. But alrighty, guys. Have a good morning. Keep yourself entertained. Stay safe. Be good to one another. Be kind. And love one another. This is ZD signing off. I'll see you tonight, hopefully. Same time, same channel. And I'll see you in the next one.